be? What would I be? Would I be handsome? Would I be rich? And here's what she said to me. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. I do beg your pardon. I do beg your pardon.
Oh, Liz, darling, I came as soon as I heard. Oh, we only got back last night. Oh, what an utter bastard. Did you have a terrible row?
Yeah, come sit down, I'll get you a drink. You're going to need one.
Everything was completely normal. Then last Wednesday, George had to leave early for a meeting. When I came downstairs, there was a note on the kitchen table. He said he was in love with Sue, his PA, and he was moving into her London flat. He's there now, but he should be here to give Sophie away at least. He said he was very sorry, couldn't pretend any longer. He'll be back next week to collect the rest of his stuff.
What a card. I know you've told me he's had the odd affair in the past, but they were never serious, not like this. Well, he's a stupid fool to all this way. A stupid bloody idiot.
Oh, I hope he might change. You know what Noel Coward said? Don't teach a pig to sing. Never works. And the pig doesn't like it. I don't know. It's probably my fault. When we were in London, I was so busy. Children, running my agency. Then when I sold that and bought this house, we were down here as much as we could, the kids and I. Just escaped. It was wonderful. I loved it here. And it was so lovely having you just up the lane. I don't know how to cope without you, Jane. Especially when he was up to his old tricks. My mother once said George had hidden shallows.
But George loved it here too. I mean, I know he went to London for business and for things. But I never really understood what he did.
Makes two of us, darling. I better go and see what those caterers are doing. They're not terribly good. One spilt coffee all down the suit I was going to wear. This will have to do. Do you know, the first company double booked themselves? Can you believe that? I was lucky to get these guys at such short notice.
Look, I'm here now. We'll sort this wedding out first and we'll deal with George later. Talking of weddings, how's Sophie been? I know she can be a bit of a madam sometimes when things don't go her way. And I don't think George is going to be doing father of the bride thing.
Bossy, critical, or else in floods of tears. She's always been a daddy's girl. Now she can't get hold of Mike, her fiancé, who's not answering his phone. He's on some stag do. Jane, I've been no better. I've been a complete wreck. Couldn't concentrate on anything, couldn't talk to anyone, even my closest friends. How could he do this, Jane? How could anyone behave like that? Sometimes I think I'm a cup of tea woman in a skinny latte world.
Oh, Jane, this is dreadful for you and for everyone. But it's Sophie's big day and we're not going to let George spoil it for her.
Right.
Even though she's being a bit of a bridezilla.
Can you kindly just get out the way, please?
Sophie, you look lovely, even in your dressing gown.
Thank you, Jane. Oh, my heaven's sake. You can't wear that. And where did you get the catering staff? They're like extras from Dad's army, milling around out there like headless chickens. This just came in the post. It's from Dad. It's going to rain, isn't it? I said we should have got a marquee. That room won't be big enough. Oh, don't make me on. Hello, my darling.
Dolly! Chicken! Oh, how lovely to see you. Come such a long way. You must be exhausted. Come and sit down. I'll get you both some coffee.
Just water for me.
Oh, right.
I wouldn't miss my own niece's wedding for the world. Sorry. Oh, Lizzie. Oh, you.
Yes?
You'll be fine, absolutely fine. The worst is over.
Right.
Aunt Dolly, you've just said the worst is over. Well, that was the band. They're apparently stuck on the M25 in gridlock, apparently. Won't be here till after midnight, so let me just see. Dad's abandoned us. Mum's dragged in the bloody gardener to give me away. Can't contact my husband-to-be. It's going to rain. Now no music. So I think it has just got worse. Mum, what does he say? Is he going to be here after all?
Charlie!
Hi everyone. Hey! So, Mum, hi, Soap told me the news.
Oh.
Don't worry, he's not going to throw 40 years away for some bimbo. It's going to be fine. Trust me. Hello, darling.
I'm sure Charlie's right, Lizzie. I'm sure it's just the male menopause. Although I'm not sure they've ever proved that it actually exists, does it? Oh, sweetheart.
They should be bringing on some drinks fairly soon.
Okay. Oh, I told you.
Well, I've read this letter. You know what George always said, where there's muck, there's brass. Well, this time there's been rather too much muck and absolutely no brass.
But how?
Apparently it's not just love's young dream. George is up to his ears in debt. He's borrowed heavily against the house. All kinds of nasty people are after him. And guess what? It's about to be repossessed. Probably next week. Forged my signature on the loan papers, it would seem. Couldn't face me. Plans to go abroad with the lovely Sue, presumably to somewhere from which he cannot be extradited. Oh, for God's sake. That's fine, just leave them there.
Bloody hell! What's the point? I'm calling it off, and it's all your fault. You obviously loved your precious design company more than you did Dad. Although, how you ever managed to run a company is beyond me, because you've made an absolute farce of this wedding. And those waiters, well, they're just faffing around, keep dropping things and tripping up. All I wanted was a simple country wedding. And look at you, you haven't even made an effort. I thought the mother of the bride is someone who's proud and makes an effort to dress up. Sometimes I can't even believe you are my mother.
Well, then it won't come as a great surprise to you to hear that I'm not. She was 18 at the time, and her brother George and I decided to adopt you. I should have told you years ago, but George wouldn't hear of it. I've always loved you, Sophie, just as much as I love Charlie. It's a pity you don't feel the same.
Well, I suppose I'd better go off.
Oh, Lizzie, you don't half choose your moments. But she's definitely right about one thing. You can't wear that.
We'll take these bags upstairs, and then I think we could all do with a nice cup of tea.
Mum, I managed to talk to you, but sit down for a minute. Come sit down.
Oh, darling. When's the baby due exactly? 3 weeks? I'm so excited. And don't worry about me, I'm indestructible. You know Lucy, my ex-business partner? Well, she's now a successful artist living in Paris. She doesn't want to live in England anymore, and she said I can move into her little house on Hampstead Heath as long as I need it for. Well, I jumped at the offer. I didn't know then I'd be homeless. I just wanted to get away. Oh, it's right by the ladies' pond. My favourite place in the whole world.
Good old Lucy. I always liked her.
Now, you wanted to tell me something?
Yes. I really love Holly, you know, she's my best friend. But the thing is, I've met someone. And I've fallen in love. His name is William. I will tell, I'll tell her after the baby's born. I mean, I don't want to pretend, I want to be honest with them.
Sometimes wonder. No, you can't pretend. That's what your father said.
Like father, like son.
No, Charlie, I didn't mean that. Your father ran away from his problems and left us to face the loss of our home and everything we love. I know you care for Holly, and you'll be a wonderful father. You have integrity, Charlie. It's how you live your life.
I want to look after her and do the best I can for her. I really do. I want to be her best friend, whether she wants me to or not.
Oh, if I'm suddenly moving back to London, I'll be quite close to Holly's flat in Islington. I'll be able to help. I love the idea of a grandchild. It'll be all right, my darling. We'll make it work.
Oh, Mum, I knew you'd understand. Thanks. Grandmother, eh? Oh, listen, Holly would like Ginny to be the godmother. She will.
You try and stop her.
Holly's gone into labour.
What?
I called the ambulance, but I don't know if they'll get here in time. It's all happening so quickly. I've got the towels, and the caterers are boiling the water. Come on, Charlie, she's calling for you.
Right, yeah.
I'll be right there, Julian. I don't want them here. I want them in the dining room.
You have enough on your hands. You stay there. I've had some first aid training when I was in the girls' and Dolly's with her now. So if that does a good she'll be.
Bring in, Holly! Could we have some brandy up here, please?
There we go. Wish me luck.
Is that Jane? Oh, there you are, darling. I thought I heard you coming out.
Here you are, darling.
Lovely.
Oh,
It's shocking, but you shouldn't have. Oh, thank you so
I know that Holly's gone into labour. Sounds like Holy City up there. Here for another couple of weeks.
Is that the ambulance? They got here quickly. Look, I'll go and see Charlie and Holly off in the ambulance, and then I'll change. But there'll be 40 people turning up any time now. We're all going to walk up the lane to the church. You're so kind, darling. I can never thank you enough. I'm very godmother. How can I thank you?
I would like that watercolour, you know the one you did in Carousel? The seagull.
It's yours, darling, with love.
Robert, stop all that work. Come over here, I need you.
I've been leaning on the lamppost at a corner of the street in case a certain little lady walks by. Oh me, oh my, I hope the little game will go by. She doesn't always get away, I hope that she will get away, but anyway I know that she'll try. Oh me, oh my, I hope that little lady walks by. She's the only girl that I'm waiting for. Oh, sorry, madam, I'm terribly sorry.
Joel is talking me in on all the horrors. I understand Sophie's not too happy. Is Liz okay?
Oh, strangely calm. I mean, you knew George was up to something, didn't you? And I know you've been in love with Liz forever. Is that why you decided to be here?
I saw George with a skinny redhead in Soho having lunch a few months back. They looked as though they were nuts about each other. I didn't know what to do, so I thought I'd offer to come down to Hamden with the wedding. Keep a bit of an eye on things. I was amazed when George took this object. And yes, I've loved Liz ever since she adopted my daughter. One of the reasons I never settled down. She's no idea.
I wouldn't be too sure about that. And she really needs you now.
You're a good friend to have, Jane.
Well, she's been there for me when, you know, whenever.
This could have been made for me. Oh, Robert, your poor ankle. I should never have asked you to get in the pond to deadhead those water lilies.
Look at you. Dolly's told me the whole saga. It'll be all right, Liz. You'll see.
Oh, I suppose it will. I always feel so much better when you're here, Robert. Always have. I better go and phone the hospital, check on Holly. And Julian.
A phone call from the hospital. You've got a little granddaughter, Liz. They said she's premature and quite poorly. Then they're right, thank God. I did everything I could. She was born on the way to the hospital. And Holly's fine, and Charlie's with her. Oh, Liz, I hope the little granddaughter's going to be all right.
Oh, not much else can go wrong today. You wait here, Robert.
Okay.
Robert. Holly was in so much pain. I couldn't do anything at all. And she looked so scared. And Gillian's just said that the baby, my niece, may not make it. I hate today! And it's meant to be the happiest day of my life! Oh.
Thank you.
Oh, but Dolly and Mum have told me everything. So you're my father. And Dolly's my mother. Well, at least I know now. And compared to what Charlie and Holly are going through, muddle doesn't seem very important, does it? Well, I better get myself sorted. The guests will be here soon. Although I can't contact Mike. He's probably still chained to a lamppost, no trousers, and a terminal hangover.
I'm glad you know the truth now, Sophie. I'm going to be honoured to walk you down the aisle. You look lovely. So lovely.
Oh, Mum! I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Darling. We ought to cancel this bloody wedding.
Sweetheart, so do you, and we're certainly not cancelling the wedding. I've just spoken to Charlie at the hospital. The baby seems to be doing better, and they're determined that we should go ahead. So we better get you ready. It's happening in about 15 minutes. Right. Mike's best man just called. He said that Mike arrived back at the hotel room 15 minutes ago, wearing a rather good pair of boxer shorts with a handcuff dangling from his right wrist. He's lost his mobile phone. Other than that, he seems to be in good shape. Now, I'll carry your shoes up to the church. You can't walk in them. You certainly can't get married in the snow. Right. Turn around, let's have a look. Oh, Sophie, you look beautiful. Really beautiful.
Oh, come on. This is supposed to be a happy day.
My very own Papa's pig. That's quite fun, and it's something of a life.
You seem to have drunk most of one of them.
The hospital's just called. The baby, Elizabeth Jane, appears to be doing well. She's quite a little fighter.
Oh, how wonderful.
Holly's mum's with her now, and we can all go and visit tomorrow.
Oh, fabulous. A toast, everybody, to Sophie and Mike and Elizabeth Jane.
To Sophie and Mike and Elizabeth Jane.
And to friendship.
And to friendship.
Now, for goodness sake, let's get this wedding started.
Oh, well, I'm just on my way to the church. Has everything gone as planned?
Give this man a drink. Right. Thank you all very much. £1,000, slightly over, for each charity, for Macmillan Nurses and for the Demelza Children's Hospice. Thank you very much. And, well, we nearly got divorced, but we survived.